welcome to my Vision News. Some news stories for you. First one is from Tigray. Tigray has sent a very strong message to Ethiopian federal government. The message is not only for Ethiopian federal government but also for African Union, for international community. The message was released after Sunday's rally, which was held in Alamata. Secondly, viewers, another Orthodox appointee bishop has apologized to the Holy Synod. The bishop was seen yesterday with Abune Petros submitting his letter of apology. What is the other side, Romania splinter faction, saying about this apology? Thirdly, Taye Bogale, activist, was kidnapped 2 to 3 days ago. Now pictures are being shared that he has been released, but he was tortured reportedly. Firstly, viewers, after Sunday's protest rally in Alamata, Tigray Communication Affairs Bureau issued a statement which is definitely a message for Ethiopian federal government. The federal government should play its part in implementing peace deal. On Sunday, we know that a huge demonstration was held in Alamata, Raya, southern Tigray. Both Tigray and Amhara regions have their claims to southern Tigray and western Tigray, Raya and Volkayet. And thousands were there at the rally. Reportedly, people chanted slogans saying, "We are Amhara. Our identity is Amhara. We want to be part of Amhara region." Ethiopian National Defense was tried to prevent this rally. A day before the rally, Ethiopian National Defense Force tried to get the rally cancelled, but organizers refused to cancel the rally. Rally was held, and then yesterday, Tigray Communication Affairs Bureau spoke. Tigray says such demonstrations are illegal and unacceptable. And Tigray claimed that those who were at the rally, they were brought from outside southern Tigray. They were brought from Voldia, Kobo, Gobolofto. Allegedly, it is being claimed. So they are not residents of Alamata, residents of southern Tigray. It is being claimed by Tigray Communication Affairs Bureau. And secondly, Tigrayans were forced to attend the rally. And thirdly, Tigray wants international community, African Union, to play a meaningful role in the resolution of this issue. Tigray says that withdrawal of Amhara forces and Eritrean military from Tigray territories and disarmament of heavy weapons were due to happen concurrently. Tigray has surrendered heavy weapons. Tigray has handed over heavy weapons. But Amhara forces, Eritrean soldiers are still occupying parts of Tigray. That is why international community, Addis Ababa and African Union should take meaningful action. And Tigray Communication Affairs Bureau then went on to ask Ethiopian federal forces to protect the people of Tigray in western, northwestern and southern parts, that atrocities were being committed against Tigrayans. So while at a critical time when Tigray leaders are holding discussions for interim setup in Tigray, Abraham Bale arrived in Mekelle around 24 hours ago. This new issue which is being raised by Tigray side and by Amhara side indicates that talks are underway about the future status of Volkayet and Raya, reportedly. And some decisions are expected. That is why, in advance, in Alamata, rally was taken out by Amhara population. And we saw that at all Amhara sports competition, contingents of sportsmen from Raya and Volkayet participated in Gondar. So it was a message from Amhara government. Now Tigray is speaking out. Tigray says that federal government, African Union and Ethiopian government, they should play their role. Amhara forces must leave southern Tigray. So it means that in coming days, not only are we going to see some decisions about the formation of interim government, but also about the future status of Raya and Volkayet. Secondly, viewers, another appointee bishop has apologized to the Holy Synod of Ethiopian Orthodox Church. We know that a few weeks ago, 3 archbishops appointed 26 bishops to Oromia, mostly to Oromia. That appointment was rejected by Orthodox Church of Ethiopia, which revoked the titles of 3 archbishops and the 26 bishops. And then we saw that the church, Orthodox Church, led by Abune Matis, called for nationwide protests. Ethiopian government tried to stop the protests. It banned all protests. Then the government stepped back. Agreement was reached between the 3 archbishops and Orthodox Church. The 3 archbishops, Abune Severos, Abune Zinamorkos, Abune Vastotios, are now back to their positions at the Holy Synod. But the appointee, 26 bishops, their titles were revoked and the church refused to accept their appointments. Out of 26, 2 apologized since the start of this conflict. One apologized, then the second one who apologized, he retracted his apology. He rejoined Oromia region-based Orthodox faction. And he said that he was forcibly taken to Addis Ababa. So 25 are now appointee bishops. Out of 25, another one was seen with Abune Petros yesterday. His name is Abba Haile Isis. Abba Haile Isis submitted a letter of apology to the Holy Synod, to Abune Petros yesterday. If you remember, last week, Orthodox Church Holy Synod held a meeting. It gave ultimatum of 5 days, I think, to the appointee bishops to apologize. And then it said it would hold another meeting, maybe after 2 weeks, I think. So this bishop has apologized within the deadline announced by the church. But the other side, Oromia region-based supplemental faction, claims that this bishop, Abba Haile Isis, at the start of February, sent a letter to the higher command of Oromia supplemental faction that he was sick and he was in need of medical treatment. And his cousin signed a letter of intimation to the supplemental faction that he was sick and he was being taken for treatment to some place. So he remained missing for around a month, and then yesterday he was seen with Abune Petros submitting his letter of apology. This is the other side's position. The other side, Oromia supplemental faction, says that it will continue no matter how many apologize. It means that pressure is there upon these Oromia region-based supplemental bishops to apologize, to rejoin the church. Church gave 5-day deadline, only one has apologized so far. So 24 are now remaining. And these 24 have made further appointments. So there are hundreds of monks and priests, a part of the new splinter faction now. Lastly, viewers, Taye Bogale has been released. Activist who was kidnapped around 2 days ago in Addis Ababa by security officials clad in civilian clothes. Remained missing, and then he appeared yesterday. He says that he was tortured. His pictures are being shared. Swollen face, swollen red eyes can be seen. Obviously, fingers are being pointed towards security forces, towards intelligence agency. Mainly, Ethiopian intelligence agency is involved in such acts of torturing the activists, torturing the journalists. If people are arrested and they have done something wrong, government should take action. Government should submit charges against them. Why they are beating and then they are released? Because they are basically humiliated. Security forces think that through this humiliation, through this torture, these activists, journalists can be stopped from their work. And sometimes these activists, journalists, they cross boundaries. They start preaching hate. It happens. Then government should resort to law enforcement. This act shows that security officials are not following any law in Ethiopia. They can kidnap anyone, torture anyone, and they cannot be held accountable. Thank you for watching.